What is up, everybody? Welcome to this special short edition of the PGH Chris TV show here on PGH Chris TV. I am obviously PGH Chris. This isn't going to be a long one. This is going to be a quick video here because some news has come out this morning. When I woke up, I saw it, and I had a reaction on Twitter, and I think I need to come on here in an emergency episode and kind of explain myself because I think some people might have taken that tweet the wrong way, and I think some more details has now come out so where we could talk about this, and it has to be talked about right now because it is affecting the Phoenix Suns season. And I'm not going to get into sponsors. I'm not going to get into any of that right now because this is a very, very important and serious subject, and I'm here to break it down with you guys here for the next 10 minutes or whatever. So I woke up this morning and I see this. Exclusive. Dillon Brooks, Phoenix Suns, was arrested for a DUI in Scottsdale. Now that's all I know you guys see my requoted tweet there, but I'm gonna pause on that for a second because more information has come out, and I'm learning a little more than I did. Because when you see somebody getting arrested for a DUI, what is the number one thing that obviously you would assume? It is alcohol related. No more news has broken within the last 15 minutes, which I'm kind of happy I didn't go live and make this video initially. Um, is because I think it's obviously not a good look. Now this was my original tweet, my requote, and I want you guys to read it, and I want to show you guys. I said, "Dumbass, you fucking dumb fuck. We have a chance to go on a playoff run, and you're a big reason why. Because you're actually playing phenomenal basketball, and you decide to go out and do some stupid shit. At the Suns, release him now. He shouldn't play another game this season." Now, that was clearly out of frustration because when I see shit like this, look, I don't condone drinking and driving, DUI and driving. If you're impaired medication, marijuana, which that's what seems to be this case, and I'm going to talk about that. Obviously, two very, they're both equally as serious, but obviously the difference is right. But that was just my first initial reaction when I saw this, and now more details has come out, and let's go over exactly what happened. So this came out around 2:15 Pacific time. Law enforcement told a source at TMZ News that Dillon Brooks was arrested for a DUI not related to alcohol. And I that's my fault for not reading the full article when this was posted. But I do think, I still don't condone it, and I'm still not happy about it. But he was busted for early Friday morning. Authorities tell TMZ that the small forward was pulled over in Scottsdale around 1 a.m. for traffic violations. After an investigation, Brooks was placed under arrest for suspicion of driving under the influence. He was taken into Scottsdale City Jail and processed, and was released from custody around 3:30 a.m. We're told he was respectful and cooperative throughout the incident. We obtained Brooks's mugshot showing the Hooper starring in the camera with a white tank top and lengthy beard. Brooks, who has reportedly made $105 million on the court, has been sidelined the past few weeks with a fractured hand. The Suns hosted the Chicago Bulls without him, losing a close one, 105 to 106. First off, I think Dillon Brooks being cooperating with the authorities, and being respectful, obviously that helps him. Look, we know Dillon Brooks on the court. We don't know how he is on the court. That whole villain, that whole thing he likes to do with LeBron and everybody. That's just a character, in my opinion. Um, I don't think that's really who he is. So him being respectful and cooperative through the situation definitely helps. Now, a couple things. Why is he driving around at 1 a.m.? Again, I'm gonna read you guys. I'm gonna say what's in this article, and I'm gonna say it to you guys right now. This guy is worth $105 million. If you were out at 1 a.m. party, partying, and Obviously, we know this wasn't a alcohol related issue. A source from the article at hoopshype.com just put the article out that Michael Grange has some background information on the Dillon Brooks situation, where he's told he was released without charge after being arrested on a suspicion of DUI, which was related to marijuana, which can cause which can cause impairment, of course. But the Suns and um, Brooks did not register on a breathalyzer. I don't know the marijuana laws in Arizona. Uh, I will be happy to look him up for you right now. Uh, but I don't know what. So in Arizona, both recreational and medical marijuana is legal. So obviously, him being high and smoking weed isn't the problem. It's him getting under the wheel. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep the same mentality if it was an alcohol related case. Now, obviously, again, this whether it, I believe that it's still very, very serious. It's still something you don't want to play around with. This is still rightfully a DUI. Um, but I think it's no secret that you could look at it differently. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but I do think you can look at it differently. Um, I do believe even if you are at a party at 1 a.m. smoking some weed, you're worth $105 million. You can easily call somebody to take you home. Easily pay somebody to take you home. Um, you're getting ready to come back. The Suns are the seventh seed in the West currently, playing great basketball without him. Imagine what we do with him back in the lineup. Dillon Brooks, you don't need stupid shit causing you your NBA career. This is the best season of your career. Not even a full year in Phoenix, and you're playing phenomenal basketball. Don't fuck yourself over. That's it. Now, I'm not gonna have that same energy with release him and all that stuff, because I do think if he was driving under the influence with like a high ass alcohol, I would be coming on here screaming at this guy and calling for the Phoenix Suns to release him right now. I think he should be suspended. Um, the length of the suspension is that could be up to the league or whatever. I don't have a specific time. But look at this guy. Like, does this guy really look drunk? Like, look at his eyes. He just looks high as shit. He barely looks high as shit. Like, just don't get behind the wheel. You're in a state that it's legal to smoke marijuana. Don't get behind the wheel. That is the dumbest shit you could have done. I'm happy it wasn't an alcohol issue. I'm happy nobody got hurt. I'm happy he didn't get hurt. But I don't think he should be released. I do kind of take that comment back. Um, we'll know more on the situation as it comes out, and as the situation hits. But it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing, and it needs to be talked about. I think a lot of players need to, this isn't new. A lot of this has happened, especially in the NFL. Um, but Dillon Brooks, don't let, like Stephen A says, don't let the weed cause you your money. Well, guys, if any more news comes out on this, I will be here to talk about it. But with that being said, thank you guys for checking out this special emergency edition of the PGH Chris Show. Check me out tomorrow on Sports Jedi Network with Kev for weekly wrestling, and I will see you guys Wednesday for the show.